Welcome or welcome back to my channel, Evelyn Writes, where I talk about writing, reading, creative projects, and everything in between. This video I just wanted to give a January recap, and then to also talk about my February goals as well. This is a way for me to keep myself accountable, and keep myself accountable and just share and yeah. Okay, so in terms of writing, so I wrote 2 articles. Let me just pull up here, just make sure. Pull up my website. Okay, so I wrote a book review on the book Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan. And then I also wrote an article about how I'll be writing my first drafts by hand in 2026. So those were my 2 main articles that I wrote in January. There was a third one that I was supposed to write and post as well, which was actually a movie review on the movie The Rip on Netflix. I watched that movie twice. It's a crime cop thriller. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I've just been procrastinating, I guess. I've written the draft, and it's just a matter of doing a little bit of research to just confirm that what I am talking about is true. So it's not a hard article. So I'll be finishing that up in February. So yeah. Then in terms of reading, my January read did not work out. I tried to give it a chance, but I had to DNF it because of the writing style. It was just really bad in my own opinion. And so I had to start another book, which I'm not finished. And so I will give maybe I'll give a review of this book at the end of the month. I'll see. But I do have 2 new books that I will be reading this month. These are by some debut authors, and yeah, so we'll see how it goes. And then in terms of I talked about reading, and then in terms of wellness, things that I have been enjoying in the month of January that I will definitely continue to do in the month of February is having somewhat of a morning routine, something solid. So the things that I've been enjoying is journaling. The number one thing that I'm swearing by is journaling every single morning. And the days that I missed out, that I did not journal, I could tell the difference. Like I felt not like off as such, but like I just wasn't, it just felt like I hadn't unloaded like something. And so I'll then remember, oh, I forgot to journal. And then I'll have to make sure that I journaled. So there's so many benefits of journaling. And I think one of them that I would like to highlight is that it kind of helps you start the day on sort of like a clean slate. So after you journal, whatever it is that you have on your mind, whether you're worrying about something or even if you're excited about something, I don't know, sometimes you wake up and you just have a lot of thoughts, or even when you don't, but if you just journal about them and just kind of like pour out your heart, just have that on paper, it just kind of frees up your mind, at least in my experience. Like it gets rid of mind clutter. Maybe not get rid, but it kind of organizes your thinking. So yeah, I would definitely encourage you to journal as much as you can. It's very good for your mental health. And so yeah, I'll definitely keep on journaling throughout the year. I tend to fall off with my journaling practice, but this year I want to be intentional. I want to journal every single day as much as I can. If I miss a day, then at least every second day I will journal. And then also in regards to wellness, something that has been helping me is learning how to do my makeup, which is kind of funny to me when I think about it, because I wasn't a makeup girly before. I don't know, I wasn't good at it, and I just felt like I didn't know how to do it, and so I was intimidated about learning. And while I'm still learning, I've gotten better at doing my own makeup, and it's also a time that I enjoy because I am being intentional with myself. I'm taking time to make myself look more pretty, and there's just something about it. I mean, if you've never done your makeup, you might not understand what I'm saying, but I definitely recommend if you can, learn how to do your makeup. You don't even need to do a lot. I don't even use foundation. I just use, like, I think it's called the e.l.f. Halo Glow Filter. Like, that's what I'm testing out right now, and the concealer and blush and what do you call that thing? A bronzer? Is it a bronzer? I don't know. This stick thing, whatever. A contour stick, a multi-stick contour stick. And yeah, setting spray. Oh, and primer, of course, when you start. But yeah, I'm learning, and I have some kinks to figure out first before I can even like recommend anything. But yeah, that's something that's been helping me as well, to just, spending more time getting ready and just being intentional. That's something that has helped me. Yeah, because we are still in winter. I live in Canada, so we're still in the dead of, I mean, we're edging closer to like spring, but it's still winter. And so, sometimes the winter blues, they just, creep up on you. And so, yeah, so journaling, doing my makeup, those things have been really helpful. And then, of course, exercising. We all know that it's healthy for us. I've been going every week, but not as many days as I would like to. So yeah, exercising, whether that's walking or even going to the gym, whatever it is, I think those are like really good. And then so I want to keep doing that. And I've noticed also a positive impact on my creativity when I do those things as well. It allows me to think better, to be more creative, to be more expressive. Like yesterday, I came up with a poem right on the spot. Like took me less than 10 minutes to write this forward poem for Valentine's. And so, yeah, I would encourage you to, move your body, journal, do your makeup and things like that. And then something else that I enjoyed as well in January that has nothing to do with exercising, but I have been obsessed with watching Desperate Housewives. The storytelling, I think, is just really amazing. I never watched it growing up, so I'm watching it for the first time as an adult. And I have so many thoughts. I think, that might need its own video. I could write about it on my website. But yeah, just having a show that I can look forward to watching at the end of the day and just kind of like just enjoy and just shut off my brain and just not even think about checking my phone or anything. Just having that engaging content, engaging long form content, I would say. To me, I mean, whatever. Some people would say it's trash TV, whatever. Actually, no, I think reality TV is trash TV. I still watch that, it's still okay, right? But Desperate Housewives has been a show that I've been really enjoying, and yeah, I really like the storytelling. And so those are like 4 things that I've been enjoying, that I have enjoyed in January, that I will be taking into February. Most likely, I will be taking them into February. And then in terms of my February goals, my writing goals this month are to write 2 posts, a long form post and then a shorter article. So I have to do some brainstorming to figure out what those topics are. I want to spice up my website, make it look nicer. So I'll be working on that. And then I also have a writing competition that I want to participate in. It's actually for nonfiction. And so I have to think of a topic. I have an idea of a topic. I have, like, in my mind, I'm thinking something along the lines of comparison of fiction and nonfiction and its impact. I don't know. So something along those lines. I think that's what I want to write about. So that would require some research. The deadline is in March, so I do have quite a bit of time to work on this article. And then in terms of reading, I have 2 books that I'll be reading in February by debut authors. So I'm looking forward to reading these books. I might give a review at the end of the month, depending on how it goes. I think something that I'm going to implement for now when it comes to my reading habits is that when it comes to debut authors, unless if they send me the book, I don't think I will be giving a review on books that I don't like publicly. Just, I've mentioned before in the video when I was talking about how I was DNFing my January, is that I don't want to start like a dog pile on a book, and I don't know, I feel bad doing it. Okay, I just feel really bad. So yeah, so these two books that I'll be reading in February are by debut authors, and so I'm not going to mention the names until after I've read the books and see if I like the books. Yeah, and also I think for me it helps me as well, because I still want to be honest. Like, I wouldn't want to recommend a book that I did not enjoy. Yeah, I would not want to do that. Just lies. Okay. And then in terms of, okay, so we touched on writing, we touched on reading. Then in terms of just like random creative projects, I'm trying to learn how to make sourdough starter. So the first attempt didn't work, so I'm on my second attempt. I'm on day 3. If you've ever made sourdough starter, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I think one of my habits, I don't know if it's like a bad or a good thing, is that when I am procrastinating, my form of procrastination is to pick up another creative project. So, like, I was supposed to finish the article on the movie review in January, and then I just started researching on how to make sourdough starter. So, yeah, that's me. So, yeah, I want to try again this month to make the starter. Hopefully, I get it right the second time, because I do want to bake with it. I'd love to be able to bake cinnamon buns. I'd love to like learn how to bake from scratch. I don't know. I think it's just really cool, and it's just so niche. So yeah. And what else? Do I have any other writing goals? Yeah, I think like other stuff will come up, and then I'll share as time goes on. But I think the biggest thing for me when it comes to my creative journey and my writing journey is that I just need to be consistent, to show up on camera, to show up in my writing, to post, to even when I am feeling very much like an imposter, even when I'm feeling like it's not great, I'm just gonna just put my foot down and just, show up and be consistent. And so that is my plan for February. And yeah, well, let me know in the comments if you had a good start of the year. Let me know what you're looking forward to in February. Let me know what you are looking forward to writing about or reading about. If you have any topics that you would like me to write about, let me know as well. And well, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.